What's going on, everybody? Anushka Sheffy here, and in this video we're going to talk about how much capital you need to run your $100,000 Amazon store. Okay, so I had a student ask me yesterday, students ask me all the time, hey, if I want to get to $100,000, I know you're doing over $100,000, Anush, in sales every single month. Do I need to have $100,000 of capital? And the answer, quick answer to that is no, you don't need $100,000 capital to run a six-figure per month store. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here with 100,000. Okay, and my writing's not the best, I know, but I'm here to offer you guys value. I hope the writing doesn't bug you, okay? So here's the deal, guys. If you have a $100,000 store on Amazon, what does that mean? That means $100,000 comes in to your Amazon store. Do you need that much money to run the store? Not at all, okay? So what comes out of this $100,000? Imagine, if you don't already know, with dropshipping, how it works is orders come into your store, you go to your supplier and you purchase the product and get it shipped right from your customer's doorstep, or right from the supplier's warehouse to the customer's doorstep, okay? So in this way, you're going to need some capital to process these orders. So if an order comes into your Amazon store for $100, let's say, you're going to need to go and purchase the product. Let's say you get it for $50 from your supplier, but you're going to need that $50 in your pocket, okay? So how much of this $100,000 are you going to need in your pocket to have this big of a store, okay? So first of all, 100,000 orders come into your store, all right? Right off the top, you're going to get hit with 15% fees, okay? And this is Amazon taking their cut, okay? They are going to offer you free traffic. They're going to give you all the buyers that they have, 160 million plus buyers. You're not going to have to pay a dime up front, okay? With Amazon, you pay on the back end. When you make a sale, they're going to take 15%. And every platform has their cost for traffic. If you go to Facebook, you're going to pay for traffic. If you go to Google, you're going to spend hours trying to do SEO and get backlinks to your website. Any platform is going to charge for traffic in some way or another. Okay, it just so happens that with dropshipping, you pay after you make your sales. Okay, so this is the 15% of the $100,000 you made. Amazon's going to take $15,000, okay? It does sound like a chunk, but like I said, you're paying for traffic anywhere you go. It just so happens you pay after you make your sales with Amazon. Dropshipping, okay? So here we go. 15%, we're left with $85,000. But that's not all. So this is the fees. We also have our profit in there, okay? So just for math purposes, I'm going to say we're at about 15% profit. This can range 20%. Some products go up to 128%. I had a transformer I was selling for 128%. Okay, I'm actually still selling that thing. It's not as high as profit margin anymore, but this is kind of how it works. Profits go up, profits go down, but on average we might be sitting at about 15% per month, okay? So of this 100,000, that's an additional 15,000 that you don't need, because imagine the order comes in to your Amazon store at $100, okay? You're gonna immediately pocket 50. The other 50 will go to the cost of that product. So you don't need that other 50 that goes in your pocket, right? That's gonna be profit, okay? So let's take away your 15% profit. All right, so we have 100,000 minus basically 30% now, so we're out to 30%. Okay, so this is 30% less that we need. So we're down to now 70,000 bucks that we need. Okay, sounds like a whole ton of cash, right? But the good news is we don't even need this much. All right, and I'm going to teach you why right now. Okay, so here's the deal: you have 70,000 that you need. That's per month, but we're getting paid by Amazon every 2 weeks. All right, so the good news is we don't need even half of this, all right? So if we get paid every 2 weeks, imagine you put in 35,000, you're gonna get that back after the 2 weeks. Amazon will pay you right into your bank account every single 2 weeks for your orders previously, okay? So let's divide this by 2, and whoop, that's a 3. Let's go 2 divided by 2, it leaves us with 35,000, guys. 35,000, yes, that is a 5. $35,000 that you're going to need to run a $100,000 store on Amazon, okay? So we went all the way from having your own $100,000 store. People are like intimidated. Dan, do I need that much cash? Do I really need $100,000? It is intimidating if you think of it that way, but really, we don't need even 66% of that pretty much. You can come in here with 35% of this money and still run a successful six-figure Amazon store, okay? And some people are going to say, okay, I don't have 35,000. Okay, you don't have to start with a $100,000 store. It's not like you're going to start your store today and all of a sudden you're going to start making $100,000. This is a scaling process. This takes time. This is a real business. You're going to start uploading products into your store. You're going to start listing, start making sales, and then build it up. Start snowballing, getting your winning products in line, keep selling those winners, right? And this is what it's all about. So, you know, $35,000 may seem like a lot, but let's start with a $10,000 store, okay? Let's say our goal is to make $10,000 in sales every single month, okay? Instead of $100,000, let's say $10,000. Let's just knock this off right here, okay? So if we want to, let's move the comma, I guess. Okay, so we have 10,000 here. So if we want to make 10,000, at 100,000 we need 35,000. So let's just take 35%. We are going to need $3,500 to run a $10,000 per month store based on these numbers, okay? If your profit margin goes down, you're going to need more capital, okay? Because instead of spending 50 on that product, you're going to spend 60 or 70 from your supplier, okay? Which means more capital out of your pocket, okay? So if this number goes down, you're going to need more capital. This number will go up, okay? So we want to keep this number high. Obviously, we want to make more profits. But don't get overwhelmed with the idea that, hey, I have to have $100,000. Or if I'm, my store did $180,000, nearly $200,000 last month in December. A little bit of cheating with the holiday sales and all. But the good news is that we didn't have to have $200,000 of cash. Hell no. You can run that with, let's say, $70,000 of cash, okay? And that's exactly how it works, guys. You get paid every 2 weeks. You just reinvest that money, put it right back into your store, and keep building it and building it. And this is how you get from, let's say, $10,000 store up to $50,000 store and $100,000 store, all the way to where I am doing $200,000 in sales a month, or 180, excuse me. So this is the deal, guys. Don't be overwhelmed by this big, intimidating number. If you have big goals, doesn't mean, figure out how you can do it. Don't figure out why you can't, okay? It sounds like a big number, 100,000, but you can always start with the 10,000. You can start with 5,000. Even if you have $500, okay, you can start this business. I've had students, one of my students, Kendrick, started with me in the beginning of the year last year, January 2017. This guy started with $100, and around, I think, November, the dude came to me and he said, hey, Anush, can you help me hire people to run my business for me? So he went from $100 all the way to scaling this business up to hiring people to run it for him, okay? So don't be intimidated by the big numbers. This is just something to look forward to, but it's not something to worry about. You can grow into that, snowball your profits into the bigger store, okay, guys? So this is what I would suggest. If you want to get to 100,000, start slow, start small, put $500 into the store, $1,000 into the store, and start snowballing that into a bigger and better store, okay? I hope this helps you understand profit margins, how things kind of work behind the scenes, how much capital these guys really have when they show you, hey, I run $1 million store. It doesn't mean they have $1 million, okay? They're doing extremely well, a lot of us are doing extremely well, but it doesn't mean that we have millions of dollars in the bank, okay? You can accomplish the same things that we do. We just snowball our profits, and if you get out there and do this, you can do the same. All right, guys? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for checking this out, and be sure to subscribe, like this, comment below. Any comments are appreciated because it helps me find out what you guys are into, what you're looking for, and yeah, I can put together more videos just like this. All right, guys? So I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.